Hello students, this video is already this topic we have done, but again I am repeating because of visibility problem for some students. Now the topic was potential energy of system of point charge. Potential energy, the word you have already heard in class 11, in class 9 also, that energy due to configuration or due to position. So here also we will do the things same as we have done in gravitational potential energy, but here the field is electric field. So what is potential energy? Potential energy of system of point charge is defined as the work done in assembling the charge in their respective position. That work done we have to calculate, and that is equal to potential energy. So potential energy is nothing but the work done in assembling the charges. So we will derive the expression for it. So potential energy, suppose we have any charge Q1, this is the charge Q1. Suppose this is producing the electric field and this is considered as source charge. This is producing the electric field and this electric field extends to infinity. Now we are supposing 2 points on this. We are supposing 2 points on this in the electric field of this charge. Suppose point A and point B. 2 points are there, and these points are very close, and that AB is the distance dr. Suppose it is equal to dr, and that is very small. Now suppose Q1 is at distance r from point A. So all the things we have done. This is the source charge. Suppose due to this source charge, electric field at point A is E. E is the electric field at A due to Q1. Now if I have some charge Q2 at this point A, so what will be the force? Electric field at A is E, and suppose Q2 is the charge at A. Q2 is the charge at A. So Q2 is the charge and electric field here is E. So what is the force on Q2? Q2 into E. So force on Q2 is Q2 into E. Now I have to move the charge from point A to point B, and within a small displacement, and we will consider the displacement is so small, the electric field strength remains same, that is E. We have to move the charge without acceleration. So the net force on this must be 0. So how much force I have to apply? Q2E in opposite direction. We have to move the charge without acceleration. We have discussed earlier also why. So the force is Q2E, but in opposite direction, so it will be minus Q2E, and the displacement is dr. So what is the small work done by the external agency? By me, if I am moving, I will the external agency. The small work done is force applied by me, that is minus Q2E, and the displacement is dr. You can calculate the small work done by the formula also, F into dr. So what is the force here? Q2E and dr, and the angle between them is 180 degree. So Q2E dr cos 180 degree. Again it will come the same expression. So this is the work done by the external agency or by me in moving the charge Q2 from point A to point B by a very small distance. So what is the total work done? If I am moving the charge from infinity to certain point inside the electric field of the source charge, so total work done is integration of this work. So what is total work done? This is the total work done. Now all of you know, due to charge Q1, what is the electric field at point A? This is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 by R square. So the constant things which is constant, you can take it out. So minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 1 by R square dr. This expression 1 by R square dr you have to integrate. From, suppose we are moving the charge, now the charge is at infinity and we are moving to point A. A is at distance R. So the limit will be from infinity to point R. So the limit is infinity to point R. So this is the total work done. Total work done from infinity to point A. Integration of 1 by R square so you can see, student, minus minus become plus, so it is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2. So minus already we have taken it out, so 1 by R, first we put R here and then by infinity, so 1 by R minus 1 by infinity. So ultimately what formula we are getting, total work done from infinity to A is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R. You can see, students, that 1 by infinity is 0. So this is the total work done to move a charge from infinity to a given point inside the electric field of one charge. Means to assemble the two charge, means to make a system of two charge. We have to move a charge in the electric field of other charge, so we are assembling and we are making one system, and that work done is 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 by R. This work done is stored in the form of potential energy. So potential energy formula is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R. This is work done infinity to A, and that is equal to potential energy, and you have to write one line that the work done is stored in the system of two charge in the form of potential energy, and that formula is this one. So you can note it down, you can pause your screen and note it down all the things. So we have understand what is the potential energy of system of two charge. But if there are more than two charges in a system, so what is the total work done? We will calculate formula for that also. Suppose Q1 charge is there and Q2 charge is there. So just now we have calculated, if this Q2 charge is brought from infinity to this point, suppose this point is at distance R12. So what is the total work done? Total work done is, suppose this is W1, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1, product of two charges and distance between them, R1, 2. Suppose, students, that first there is some space where Q1 is brought. When a single charge is brought, it is brought in the space where there is no electric field. If Q1 is brought from infinity to this point, we have to do no work. Why? Because there is no electric field. If there is no electric field, we have to do no work. But when Q2 is brought from infinity to this point, it has to do work against the electric field of Q1. So it has to do work. How much work? This work we have to do, or the external agency has to do, to bring the charge from Q2, to bring the charge Q2 from infinity to this point. Now suppose the charge Q3, suppose the charge Q3 is brought from infinity to this point, you can name the point also, to this point. So what will be the total work done to bring the charge Q3 and to assemble here? First we have brought Q2, then we are bringing Q3. What is the total work done? Suppose this distance is R13 and this distance is R23. You can see that when we are bringing the charge Q3, we are doing work against the electric field of Q1 and against the electric field of Q2. So we have to calculate the work separately and then we have to add it. Suppose the work done to bring Q3 from infinity to this point against the electric field of Q1 is W2. So what will be the work done to bring Q3 from infinity to this point against the electric field of Q1? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, product of these two charge. We have calculated the formula and the distance between them. Now, in the same time, we are doing work against the electric field of Q2 also, to bring the charge Q3 from infinity to this point. So, against the electric field of Q2 when we are doing work, how much work? Just now we have calculated, same formula, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, product of two charge, here two charge are Q3 and Q2 and the distance between them are 2, 3. So what is the total work done to assemble this charge? That total work done is stored in this system of three charge in the form of potential energy. So you can write here total work done. Total work done. That is equal to 1 by 4, suppose it is W. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is common, Q1 Q2 by R12, Q2 Q3 by R13 plus one two 1 3, sorry, here it will be 1 3, because we are bringing Q3 against the electric field of Q1, so it is 1 3. So it is 1 3 and last Q2 Q3 by R23. So this is the total work done, and this total work done you can write in general form also. And what is the general form? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. You can see pattern 1 2 1 3 2 3. Actually you have to make the pair of the two charges and the distance between them. So you can write Qi Qj by Rij. For pair of charges you have to write here pair of charges. Now in your book the same general formula is given in another way also, so I will you can note it down. I will write again here the general formula. Pause your screen and note it down. So the general formula for assembling the three charge is half I stand from 1 to n, j stand from 1 to n, and Qi Qj divided by Rij. This is the general formula given in your book. So you only understand the meaning of this. This means if you are putting I is equal to 1 and j is equal to 2, and one more condition, I cannot be equal to j, means if you are putting here 1, you cannot put here 1, you have to put here 2. So if you are putting here 1, 2 by R12, why half is given? Suppose you are putting here 2 and you are putting here 1, then same term you will get. This is these two have same meaning. So the same expression will occur 2 times. Clear? So to avoid this, it is multiplied by half, so that only one term will come into existence. Suppose here 2, 3. Again you put here 3, 2. Same expression will come. So when same expression will come, you will get the same expression 2 times. So you have to multiply by half. So that's in this potential energy. Now this is potential energy of system of point charge. Now what will be the potential energy if already a external field is given? Suppose this is the external field E, uniform external field E is there. Now all of you know, if there is electric field, then the potential at different point will be different. Suppose there are 2 points and these 2 points have certain value of potential. If this I am representing as position R1, this as R2, so here suppose potential is VR1, here suppose potential is VR2. Now we had discussed in earlier class also that what is the potential formula? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. And what is the formula for potential energy? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R. So if you see student, this is the formula for potential and this is the charge. So potential energy is potential times the charge which you are placing at that point. So suppose here charge Q1 is at point R1 and here charge Q2 is at point R2. So what will be the potential energy in this electric field? Potential energy in this electric field is charge times potential. So charge times, what is the potential here? We have already considered VR1. Second, what is the potential here? VR2. So this is the potential energy when a charge is placed in a external electric field. What is the potential? Multiply with that charge which is placed there. What is the potential? Multiply with that charge placed there. Clear? Now, if Q1 has brought from infinity to this point, the potential was VR1. When you have multiplied by this charge, you get the potential energy. Now, when Q2 is brought here from infinity, it has to do work against 2 things. First, against the electric field, and second, against the electric field of charge Q1. First, against the electric field of this, against the uniform electric field, and against the electric field of charge Q1. So when Q2 is brought from infinity to this point, so what is the work done against this uniform electric field? Q2 times the potential present inside the electric field. Now what is the work done to bring the charge Q2 from infinity to this point against this electric field of Q1? Already we have calculated 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by, suppose this separation is R12, Q1 Q2 by R12. So this is the total potential energy of 2-point charge in a external field. So remember the students that when it is asked what is the total potential energy, first you have to write the potential energy of any charge because it is present in external electric field. So what is the work done to bring this Q1 against this electric field? Q1 into potential at that point in the electric field. When you are bringing Q2 into potential present at that point. Potential at this point was VR2. Now at the same time you are doing work against the electric, you are doing work to bring charge Q2 from infinity to this point against the electric field of Q1. So what is the total work done? This. So this is the total potential energy stored in the external electric field. So this is all about the potential energy of point charges. I am getting a very small question, a numerical question. So you also try to understand how you have to solve the question. Suppose 4 point charges are there, plus 2 coulomb, plus 2 coulomb, plus 2 coulomb, plus 2 coulomb, and it is placed at the 4 corner of a square of side 1 meter each. What is the total potential energy of this system? So when it is asked to calculate the potential energy of the system, you have to see how many pair of charges are there and divide it by the distance between them. We have calculated a formula. So potential energy of the system is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. First these two pair of charge, second these two pairs, third these two pair, fourth these two pair, fifth diagonally opposite pair, sixth diagonally opposite pair. Clear? So you can see 2 into 2, 4, divided by the distance 1, plus product of these two charge 4, divided by the distance between them, product of these two charge 2 into 2, 4, divided by distance between them, plus 1, 2, 3, product of these two charge 4, divided by distance between them. Now diagonally opposite, what is the distance? This is 1, this is 1, this is root 2. So product of these two charge is 4 and square of the distance, this is distance is root 2 meter, so square is 2. Product of these two charge 2, 4, and the distance is root 2, sorry, this is the distance root 2. Now you have to add up this 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 to the power 9 and 4, 4, 4, 4, 16, and this is 2 root 2, 2 root 2, that is 4 root 2. So this is, you can calculate this numerical value. So when you are calculating potential energy, what you have to do, you have to find the number of pair of charges and divide it by the distance and multiply by 1 by 4 pi epsilon. So this is the way to calculate the potential energy. So that's about potential energy. In next class we will discuss more about the potential energy. So thank you to all.